The year was 1886 and Charles Goodnight created the chuck wagon, U.S. Army wagon that had shelving for food and supplies. Some would say that it was the first food truck ever. Jump ahead to 1936 when the Wienermobile took America by storm. It was used to advertise Oscar Mayer wieners and sold hot dogs across the country. In 2008, during the recession, food trucks boomed as people were seeking out more affordable ways to eat out and enjoy a night on the town. It is estimated that between 35 and 40,000 food trucks are currently operating within the U.S. Today, we're here at Food Truck Avenue in Riverside, California to see what they have to offer and rate their food.
All right, so first on the chopping block here at Food Truck Avenue is gonna be Birria Villalobos, where I can't wait because the first time I tried Birria was at Disneyland and I was loving the sandwich, so I'm curious to see what they have to offer here.
Yes, I'm very excited. Maybe they'll have another birria melt or even a birria quesadilla. We'll see.
Ooh, sounds delicious.
Let's do it.
All right, have we decided?
Yes, I'm gonna order the birria quesadilla. Hi, can I get a birria quesadilla?
No smoking, guys. Wink, wink.
Gracias. Thank you.
All right, we got the Birria Quesadilla. I can't wait to try this out. It looks nice and crunchy.
Yes.
I don't want to go in assuming, but I like a crunchy quesadilla.
All right, take the first bite. And it's such a good size. For what you pay for, it was $14. And this is definitely a bang for your buck.
Wow, look at that.
So it has cheese, birria, and as you can see, it has a sauce on top of the tortilla.
Ooh.
It's like drenched.
Napkins would have been a plus, not gonna lie.
Wow.
I've gone like 3 years without getting a stain on this shirt. I think today we might break that.
You want to try the salsa? The little dabble.
I'm sure my shirt would love to try the salsa. Okay, that's hot. Very hot. Here, let me get some more. So I don't know if it's grease or what's going on or if the cheese is just very melted, but it's dripping everywhere. But it's good. It's good. I don't want to complain just yet.
So that's actually going to be the birria sauce. Did you know that birria originated in Jalisco, Mexico?
I didn't. I don't know really a whole lot of history about birria, but now I do.
They actually used to do it with lamb meat, but now they do it with beef.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Very interesting. That's very hot salsa. I need to go get some napkins. 1 second.
Put some lime on. I'll take some napkins.
Pro tip, always keep a roll of paper towels in the car. Always come in handy.
Okay, so I squirted some lime onto it, and let me tell you, it tastes really good with some lime.
You told us. Cool.
We'll try it.
Oh my gosh, the birria sauce is just drenching everything. Okay, well you got some lime juice on this. Let me try it out here. I'm gonna dab it on the lime as well. There's just a little shot of it for you guys. Ooh. I do think that utensils would have been a plus, and standing up and eating this maybe makes it a little bit unfair. However, that's how we review food, guys.
I'm ready to rate this. It was so good. I'd never had a birria quesadilla. I'm gonna rate this as a 8.3. It wasn't too soupy for my opinion, and it was just perfect. The cheese was very melted, and it wasn't overpowering the actual tortilla.
Very high score. I'm gonna go ahead and rate this a 6.4. Reason being, I'm a huge quesadilla guy. I actually love making quesadillas at home. I would say I'm pretty good at it. And one thing is it's about the consistency and the texture throughout. If you're gonna have something saucy, you're gonna wanna make sure that it's very crisp, because if it's not, it's gonna get soggy very fast. Although this is good as far as the flavors, I'm just having a hard time with the texture. A lot of sauce. Maybe it would have been beneficial to minimize the sauce in the quesadilla and give us a side so we could dip it in. However, flavor-wise, the meat is cooked perfectly. The cheese, incredible. The salsa, very hot, very spicy, very much up my alley. But it's just a matter of the ease of eating this, which presented a little bit of a problem. Again, it could be because we're standing up, holding up this plate, all that stuff. However, I do believe that it could be a little bit less soggy, and that's the only reason this isn't gonna be in like the 7s for me.
All right. Well, I'm shocked that it didn't get to 7, but hey, he does have a point. I think it would have been a really great idea to have the sauce on the side, but overall, I feel like it was really delicious.
Very good. Definitely make sure to check out Birria Villalobos if you're in Riverside near Food Truck Avenue. And what are we gonna try next?
I'm thinking maybe hibachi?
Ooh, Arayaki, Habachi, no cards.
No, cash only, but hopefully that's not the case with these food trucks up ahead.
Fingers crossed.
Hi, good, how are you? Can I have, I'm not sure what it's called.
Kippet.
Is that what it is, the balls? I'll have that, and then can I have one of these? Is that like your best seller?
So yeah, this is all the fishes best seller.
He says that all of these are on the wall, are
Popular.
top selling. They're
Yes.
very popular.
Yes.
Ooh.
I think he might spruce up the plate because he knows we're filming.
Wow, look at that. Thank you, dude.
No problem. Absolutely.
You're the man. They're here every day except Monday.
Yes.
Thank you.
huge shout out to Milad over at Bon Appetit Shawarma.
So this is gonna be the Kippet. He really hooked it up.
Ooh, definitely.
Yeah, so we have some French fries, we have some garlic, some hummus, I believe, here. So let's take a big bite.
Ooh.
Of course, Jared goes in for the French fries first.
You gotta try a French fry dipped in some garlic hummus. I might have to go right back over to Bon Appetit Shawarma and just buy a huge side of this. Delicious. I'm a sucker for French fries. They know what I like there.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a bite of the Kippet.
Ooh, it's like a deep fried something or another. I like the sauce so much, I'm dipping it right next to a pickle. When have you ever seen me eat anything that was close to a pickle?
That's
Never.
true.
So here, there's another shot of the Kippet. Let me go ahead and take a bite. This is very good.
It is very tasty. Is it beef?
I don't know what kind of meat it is. That might have been a good thing to find out, but regardless, we'll just call it meat for the sake of the review. I was dipping right on top of a pickle. Here's some of the meat in question, whatever it is. Very delicious.
We'll definitely have to go back to Milad and ask him, but if you guys know, leave down below on what usually is inside of a Kippet. What does it taste like to you?
Maybe like a pork? I don't know. I'm not a huge meat guy to the point where I can like differentiate meats. Whatever it is delicious though.
And the breading is so good. It's really nice and crispy on the outside, but in the inside, it's nice and soft, and it's such a great blend with the actual meat. It's not oily. Jared is in for the French fries again.
I really wish you would have told me pickles were going to be involved. Then I could have enjoyed a little bit more of the plate, but the taste of pickles is just throwing me off. I'm a fan of the Kippet.
So I'm gonna rate this Kippet as a whole plate with the lettuce and the French fries and the sauce an 8.9. I feel like it was really good. I like Mediterranean food, but I've never had this plate before. I think the Kippet was really good with the sauce and also with the lettuce. I enjoyed it by itself, but I think that it definitely tasted way better when it was in combination of all three. The French fries were cooked so well, and again, that garlic hummus was so good. Like Jared said, we're definitely gonna have to go back and get like a side order of that.
Yeah, I'm hoping he sells it by the pint because that's how much of it I need. So 8.9, very high score. You know me, I love a pastry with meat inside. The bao from Disneyland, obviously one of my favorites, and it's always about texture. That in mind, I am gonna rate this a 9.2.
Wow.
The meat was cooked perfectly. I don't even know what kind of meat it was. I don't need to know because it's about the flavor. Obviously, because the sauce was touching a lot of pickles, I wasn't able to utilize as much of the sauce. However, I think I could have eaten that twice as fast if I had sauce accessible to me. As far as the texture and everything of the ball itself, it was just perfect. The consistency was just right. It had a nice crunch. Once you got into that meat, it was just savory and fluffy. I mean, not a whole lot I could really criticize as far as that meal goes. Literally, just the fact that it had pickles on it is the only negative that I have. As far as the French fries weren't by any means a star of the show. I would have hoped the French fries would be a little bit crispier. However, again, it was about the Kippets, and I loved it. I think that might be one of the highest scores I've given for an actual food item, but I can't wait because not only did we get the Kippet, as you saw, we got the Baklava, which is a little bit of a dessert dish.
Yeah, so bring it on out. And as you guys know, if you guys have been watching our food reviews, Jared does not give high rates, very likely.
No, I mean, it's very easy to mess up a really good dish, in my opinion, and in order for it to get anything above a 6 even, it has to have the texture, the consistency, the flavor. It has to have some sort of a savoriness to it, typically, and that had it all.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just, I don't know, between that and the bao, it's kind of hard to say which one I would prefer, but I do believe they got a higher score. So this is gonna be the baklava, and I believe this is like a layered cake that has very thin layers of dough. I've seen it on That's Delicious, the Action Bronson show, and he's a huge fan.
And I've also seen Joanna Gaines make it too, so.
Cool. So how do we eat this? I would imagine that we need a fork, but
Well,
let's just
I
see
think
if
our
it's...
forks are in the plate.
Let's just see if we can just pick it up and eat it though.
It's gonna be very sticky, it looks like.
Ooh, luckily we have a whole roll of paper towels. There's a little inside shot of the baklava.
And this one's separated a little bit, but you can see the inside of it.
Wow, this is serious, guys.
Wow.
I know Action Bronson ain't playing when he says something is delicious. I couldn't have anticipated how delicious it actually was.
Wow. I'm not sure what's inside of the filling, but I definitely taste some nuts in there.
It's one of those things where like I look down at how much I have left and I'm super bummed, you know? I want more. Luckily they're still open, so maybe we can get a little bit more, but let me just finish this off.
And it's not too sweet. I would think by looking at it, it was gonna be extremely sweet, but it's not. I feel like it's a perfect amount of sweetness, and I'm not sure if it's because the nut balances it out with the layers of the dough, but it is so good.
It's something foreign to me as far as flavor, so I don't even know exactly how to pinpoint what I'm tasting. I do feel a sense of like walnuts or pecans or something of that nature. However, like she's saying, it's not overly sweet, and it's something new to me. It's not sweet, it's not sour, it's not any of those things. It just is unique unto itself, and when you bite into it, you get this like gush of just ooze or something like that, but it's not overwhelming, not overpowering. It's not Birria sauce by any means. I'm very excited that we got baklava. I'm excited to try it again.
Yes, this baklava was so good. I'm gonna rate this a 9.3 only because, of course, the taste, but it really surprised me. I never had this before, and I'm kind of in awe of how I'm holding it, and it feels like it would be sticky, but it's not. It's crazy. It's so delicious. It's nice and sweet, nutty, and as you bite down, the layers of the dough is so good, and it's kind of nice that it's a little crunchy, but also a little soft.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and rate this a 9.6. Again, going back to what I said about even the meat, it's about the texture, it's about the consistency, it's about the flavor all the way through. Not only did this surprise me with the flavor, but the texture was incredible. As you bit into it, you experienced a little bit of crunch from the nuts. You had the flakiness of the actual dough itself.
Yes.
And then you had that rush of almost like a liquid, I guess what we could consider like a cream filling, only it wasn't a cream filling necessarily, you know, if you know what I mean by that. But this had everything going for it. I almost would like to try it on like some ice cream or put some ice cream on top of it. However, I don't know if that is disrespectful, you know, to the baklava. I don't know. As far as tonight goes, we are gonna do another review, but so far this is in the lead.
I agree. This has been by far my favorite.
So now I think what we're gonna do is I do want to try out Arayaki Hibachi. So there's a Target in the same parking lot that we're in right now. I'm gonna rush over really quickly, grab some cash, and then we're gonna go see what Arayaki Hibachi is about. And I ain't gonna lie, the fact that they're making me go somewhere to get cash, I'm gonna be a little bit harder on that score.
Yeah.
So let's see what they have to offer.
He's back with the Monday. And you got a water?
I had to buy something. And I'm not gonna lie, it's very hard to go into Target and now look at the toy section for Hot Wheels. We might have to do that at the end of the video. But for now, we got something to drink, we got cash.
Let's do it.
Let's see what Arayaki Hibachi has to offer.
So we ended up getting the steak and chicken combo plate. It comes with some fried rice, and he says it's about like a 48-ounce plate. So it's pretty a big deal.
This is gonna be breakfast, lunch, and dinner possibly.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure. Good.
All right, have a good one. Thanks. So this is the chicken and steak combo plate. As I mentioned before, it has fried rice. I also see some zucchini and a little bit of onion chunks. So let's make sure not to eat that because Jared is not a fan.
Not gonna be eating any of the onion chunks. Little piece of the steak right here. See if it's as delicious as it looks.
And I'll do the same, but with the chicken.
The steak is very good, very well cooked. I believe this is like a medium rare, I would say. And also, while we're eating this, shout out to Alex, the owner of Arayaki Hibachi. He actually allowed us to do a little bit of VIP inside of the kitchen camera filming. So I'm here with the owner, Alex.
How you guys doing? Arayaki Hibachi, baby. We're here in Riverside, California. Come check us out.
You know, I'm gonna get a little bit of a kitchen shot for you guys. My man's doing tricks and everything.
So I'm gonna have it with some rice and the chicken together. And as you can see, it has like some cilantro or like green onion on it. The rice is so good.
We'll do a little combo here. We got chicken, zucchini, and some steak. You got sauce this whole time?
Yeah. So they give you little packets of the teriyaki sauce. So I'm just gonna pour it on our plate.
Okay, okay. This is gonna be a game changer.
They also do what looks like a spicy mayo, but I didn't think Jared was gonna be a fan of that, so I left that in the back.
It actually, to me, I tasted a little bit of it on some steak. It feels like what we would get at a sushi restaurant under the alias of eel sauce. So I think maybe this teriyaki sauce is a little bit eel sauce inspired because this is a fusion food truck.
Yeah. All right, here is some with the sauce. You can kind of see.
It has sauce on it. So far, I'm really digging this.
Wow, that sauce is so good. This hibachi truck is so far killing it, hitting it at the ballpark. Do you know the hibachi actually means fireball in Japanese?
I didn't. You learn something new every day.
It also is used to describe the grill that they make the food on too. I just had the steak. It is really good.
I'm actually going in for my first piece of chicken here. I've only eaten the chicken so far as a combo with the steak. So just a little breakdown of the elements that are in this dish. Again, we have fried rice. It feels as if there's like a little bit of egg or something. I'm not too sure. Maybe like a chicken fried rice situation going on here. Then we have some onion, some zucchini, some steak, and some chicken. Just so you know, as we grade it and give it that rating, exactly what's going into it. I'm pretty close to being ready. What are your thoughts?
I'm almost close to. I will say the zucchini is really well made. It still has like a hard texture to it, but it's not raw. That's my favorite. I don't like it when zucchini becomes too soggy because it's overcooked.
Little zucchini there for you. I think it's time for us to give this dish a rating. Where do you stand with it?
So I'm gonna rate this an 8.2. I loved the whole plate. My favorite part was going to be the rice. I feel like the texture was really good. I'm not normally a huge fan of fried rice, but I really, really liked this one. So I think all in all, I loved it. I loved the plate.
So let me ask a couple questions, because you are a chicken snob, I would say. If it's too dry, you can't eat it. If it's too moist, you think it's raw. Where do you stand with the chicken as far as the dish goes?
The chicken was really well made. It wasn't dry at all in my opinion. I think with the sauce also, it really enhanced the chicken flavor with the rice and the zucchini. So I'm gonna say this was probably one of my favorite chicken experiences because I tend to be a little picky.
She definitely tends to be very picky with the chicken, so that's huge. If she's given a chicken dish a high score, you know the chicken is delicious.
Yeah.
Where I'm gonna be with this dish, I'm gonna be pretty similar. I'm gonna give it an 8.4. I think the steak was impeccably cooked. I myself like a medium rare. It was probably a little bit tougher than that. I think being in a bowl, it needs to be just for the consistency and the texture of the dish. I do like the rice. I agree. The rice was cooked perfectly. Rice is one of those things that's very easy to mess up. They did not mess it up one bit, however. The little pieces of egg, I'm not a huge fan of onion. I don't know if I got any in there, but if I did, I liked it. The zucchini, perfect. As far as the chicken, I am gonna actually say the chicken, in my opinion, was just a tiny bit on the drier side. It could have been a little bit more moist. However, it wasn't dry enough for me to discount it at all. It was still very good. And the eel sauce, or the teriyaki sauce, I believe they called it. If I had one critique about this dish, it would be that I want more of the sauce. I feel like we just got a little, I mean, you get more like sweet and sour sauce at McDonald's when they give it to you for the nuggets. So I probably would have wanted at least 3 of those in order to really saturate the dish, but maybe it's healthier not to have so much sauce.
I agree. I think it would be nice if they just drizzled it on top and then you could just opt out of it, but they did give us quite a bit. I just only brought 1 packet.
Oh, okay, so that's on her. So I guess I can't critique the sauce on the Arayaki Hibachi grill. But now I think what I want to do, because like I said earlier, it's very hard for me to go into Target and not get some Hotwheels Hunting in. So let's go into Target really quick just to see if they got anything. I've been in here in the past week or so. They didn't have anything the last time, but let's see if our luck changes today.
Yes, let's walk off this food and get some hunting going on.
All right, we are in Target.
Yes.
From what I hear, they are very iffy about people filming at Target. So we got to be low key with this. Damn, my head is shiny. I got oil going on. So the last few times I've come here, it's been pretty bare. Right now, most big box stores are pretty bare with the Hot Wheels and everything. So just looking, I mean, I could already tell that they ain't really got nothing here. We're looking at the D case. I've already got the treasure hunt from the D case. I haven't got the super treasure hunt from the D case yet. However, that one's incredibly hard to find. I think for Hot Wheels, we're gonna head and just hold off right now. It would be a waste of our time. But moving over here, these are gonna be like the premiums. These are called the transporters. So this one, like a month ago, is incredibly hard to find. Now they got like 20 of them on the shelf, of course. Just trying to milk us people over here. We got the matchboxes. Kind of cool. I haven't seen this one yet. I mean, I ain't gonna buy it, but you know, I haven't seen it yet. Looking through. None of the super chases on these guys. These are kind of cool right here. New moving parts. Just to give you guys a little insight, this is all recycled packaging. So some people are a little bit critical of it because they say that this is causing scuff marks on the cars. However, from what I hear, no scuff marks for the most part. But nothing there, as I expected.
Oh, they're like insanely bare here.
Yes. Moving on, we got Johnny Lightning. And a lot of people have been messaging me pictures of cars with the white tires. If it's a Hot Wheel, it doesn't mean anything. You're looking for the Johnny Lightnings with the white tires. Those are going to be called the White Lightnings. Auto World, which is the same company that makes the White Lightnings. If those have white tires, you have something cool. But I mean, just looking, all of these are the same as they've been for the past like 3 weeks. Greenlight's another cool brand. It looks like they did get some stock of these recently. So on these ones, the chases are either going to have blue rims or they're going to have a blue body. And it's kind of hard to tell sometimes, but I don't see anything there. Pretty much it. As I expected, Target ain't got shit.
Do you know when they re-up their stock?
I think it's like Fridays, Mondays, and Wednesdays. But even at that, the second they get new stock in, people come in and they just buy all of the good stuff. So when you come in, it's like this. I mean, they got like 10 units on the shelf and none of them are going to be a chase or anything special because right now they're just so valuable. So people know when the shipments are coming in, they come in right away, they buy them, and they don't leave a whole lot for people like me that just want to come in and hunt. But it is what it is.
Because you've got some stores on lockdown on when they re-up, right?
No. I don't have any stores on lockdown on when they were up. Not that I would say on camera.
So when's your next hunt? Where are you going to go?
It's one of those things, you know, where am I going to go? I don't know.
Man, you don't even want to say?
If you see me out in person and you ask me these questions, I'm going to tell you, but I will give you a hint. Places like Target, Walmart, Dollar Trees, everybody knows that you can go there and you can get Hot Wheels. And most of the people that work at these stores have like a favorite customer that they hook up with all the good stuff. I've been like in grocery stores, Big Lots, because Big Lots will get like random offshoot stuff. But I'd say grocery stores. Grocery stores and CVS's have been like the hottest hitting places for me recently. However, to each his own. And also if you have a Ralph's or a Food for Less or a Kroger in your area, they do like exclusive cars with Hot Wheels. So they typically will get cool cases of cars that only they have. So I recommend going to a
Man, you're
Kroger.
giving like top secrets right now.
Well, I mean, if you're in my area, you know, it is what it is, I guess. But there are a few places that I didn't mention that, again, you'd have to see me there for me to tell you about them.
Oh my gosh.
All right, we're out of Target. Dang, and there's the cop right there.
Well, that's going to do it for us tonight. I am still so full from all that food. How are you feeling?
Very full, but you know what? When the food was delicious, being full don't feel as bad. You know, I always feel like when you eat crappy food, the fullness almost makes you feel sick. I feel satisfied full.
You know, I agree with that. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
It kind of sounds like you're doing it to the music even, dude. I like it.
Yes, sir.